I'm just offering an explainer for those who might value my voice in these current affairs. Owen Jones was on this morning um, challenging Burnham, the exalted new prime minister in Britain, for his taciturn guidance on remedying with Gaza so that can be done. And Jones was saying it can't be done. The tragedy is too great, which is true. But he's also being disingenuous. He's asking you to live in a hostile illusion that he lives in. He's shaking at the meandering dolt exalted to office while protecting Netanyahu for all he is worth. By sitting pretty on tall tales of Hamas and uprising, he repulses the evidence that Trump and Netanyahu arranged the attack in Egypt. And if you follow me, you know why. Because the supernova was a Sodom that illustrated the need in their minds to destroy Arab Spring and justification for the AIDS attack that Martha Gellhorn called the British unconcerned and unaffected by. But that didn't stop them from organizing and execute international policy. The situation is so it's like the emperor's new clothes. It's so transparent as to be opaque. You have the former Black Panther person talking about the inability to break from an investment. Well, they're invested in the idea that the white is a pig to whom you hold up Hitler's mirror and use somebody according to the stockbroker exchange and the value of political symbolism. And they basically went about fomenting the sexual revolution in the 60s and blame the young who had been deceived. Now, beggars can't be choosers. I mean, they were never told what was going on, but they were told that the quality of performance was diminished by the tragedy or presumed disappearance of John Lennon. So, what did they do? They encouraged reckless abandon in the name of togetherness. And as the situation got worse, they normalized it and called for equity contagion. People who followed me know the way that Amanda Harcourt of Hair in 1984 announced the whole is greater than the sum of its parts and began wiping boogers on me in the lunchroom. So they have called the revolution, which was conceived of by Trump, by some sort of brilliant strategy when it's just a revolution of the ultra class to include black people in the elite. And that's the entire vision that they offer as some sort of salvation. And they just want to use me for it, and they make it out to be some sort of poacher argument about um, remedying the world's social injustices. You could see perfectly clearly that what it led to was the situation of extermination in Gaza. And by refusing to address this, Owen Jones joins Burnham in basically saying it's water on the bridge. There's more important things. We have to move on from that now. That's how I came to conclude that he's being disingenuous. He's asking people to live in a hostile illusion. He's shaking at the meandering dolt exalted to office while protecting Netanyahu for all he's worth. Fripp made this crazy story about me and an ex-girlfriend who was Jewish that he turned into a cult following, blaming me for what they claim was the murder of John Lennon. It's preposterous. It's like the emperor's new clothes. It's so transparent as to be opaque. By sitting on tall tales like the idea that Hamas was in uprising, he repulses the evidence that Trump and Netanyahu arranged the attack in Egypt. And you know why. They did it because they wanted to commence another round of genocide. The new genocide of choice was the Arab Spring war in Gaza. And they had all of these Palestinian fetish people in New York tipping the cigarillos about Ono's capture of a deaf white suck, a child who was deceived by the hair generation, and then put into the trauma of reckless condition, saying, you got to get in to get out. In other words, we'll tell you the truth if you go along with the program. It's disgusting. The British are disgusting, revolting people. And if you meant this as an accusation of me, your apology isn't good enough. You can shove it up your rear end, Owen.